Shine with this morning motivation, baby. I got to rise and shine with the motivation. Welcome to the show. It's your boy Marky Saint. I'm here live from not Lake Las Vegas, but the lakes. Check out that shine, bro. Check out that shine. I'm freezing this morning. I can see my breath. So you know it's cold if you can see the condensation. I'm all walking away from the car. I just wanted to show this real quick because it's a beautiful view. You know, we got to show this shine in the morning. Usually the only one up, somewhere to prove that the light is still shining somewhere. You know, we all need it sometimes. Oh, and by the way, boom, baby, boom, rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. I'm here also with the Moses Mark saying I'm out this bitch. Got a little bit of walking and exercise, and there's no one around but the jets and the moon still. But I was like, is that a lake? So I actually wanted to show the view this morning. Sometimes you gotta get up early and show the view. And there we are, we're at the lake. Boom, baby, boom. Check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? There's an actual lake out here in Vegas. And you're getting to see it this morning. Hi. Good morning. Joy Marky Saint. Let me get in some warmth. Brr. We're gonna have to figure this out, bro, because this not having light and not having the sunshine is cold out here for a pimp. And the first thing I thought was how cold it is to sleep outside, and how many people don't have blankets, and how many people are out there freezing and not getting to be alive and warm and free. And that's one of the tough ones for our lives, is finding a balance inside of ourselves. We talk about it all the time. I think going live and being able to reach people's lives, and how many people we reach, it's a status thing. You know, we want to look good on camera. We want to have a life that people watch and envy. And in that, I think we forget to rise and shine. You know, I think that's going to be the hardest part for all of us, is finding that rise and that shine. Because it's so easy to stay cold and down. Whew, let me get in this car. Oh, yes. Lord have mercy. Whew. Woo! Fucking Vegas, bro. People are like, it snows in Vegas? I'm like, yeah, bro. We got snow now. Mount Charleston. People talking about fucking snowboarding and shit. We go fishing to snowboarding out here. That's just what it is. I'm about to lose my shit. Whew. About to lose my shit. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Whew. Okay, the legs are actually starting to work a little bit. That was tough, not gonna lie to you guys. Just to show off the shine. But it bees like that sometimes. Oh God, feels so good to be warm, you know. It feels so good to be loved. It feels so good to execute decisions and rise. Not a lot of people want to rise, you know. I know a lot of people that rather complain or understand or pull things out of proportion, and that's what this morning motivation's all about. You know, still I rise. That's what I should have called it. What did I call it this morning? I remember I called my own show this morning. You know, Still I Rise. I'm in an area where I used to be. I kind of know this area very well. My friend used to live over here. And man, isn't it nice when you got parks and you got yards and everybody's got a truck or an SUV and everything's perfect. This is for the show, for the folks that know that things aren't. Go to the charger, and it didn't charge at all night. Like, it just like refused to charge or whatever, the little 99-cent charger I got. But it fucked up my little world, right? And as we gotta go find it within ourselves, you know, in our lives, we're gonna have to find it within ourselves. Yeah, weird being over here on this side of town. It's like, these motherfuckers got it all. Whew. Oh, that was bright. Got you, boo. Got you, boo-boo. Be bright and shiny. Bright and shiny. Yeah, it's trip. You know, life for us to reach out to this universe or, you know, whatever scenario. This is fucking nice. I can't believe I actually gonna put it on my feet. Yes, defrost my feet. Scenarios that we're making it tougher on ourselves. I mean, for reals, I didn't see it that way because I was too busy reacting. But when things are getting spit at me, my calm time, like you got hang time, like, you know, Michael Jordan, how long you can hang up there. I'm talking about my calm time, you know? I didn't get to stay calm that long, right? I was looking to let people know who I am and how I be and how to treat me or how I would want to be treated, or me always chin checking motherfuckers, right? Like I'm always telling them, don't talk to me like that, or I don't allow that, or that's just not how I am, or, you know, things outside of my comfort zone get bristled. And instead of getting accurate or being aware of what's going on, I shuddered it, you know? I bristled at it. I was like, you know, I don't want to change. I want it to just happen for me. And things don't just happen for us. We got to put some effort into it, especially these areas that we don't normally put a little bit of light. I don't know if you guys get a chance to see this, but it's beautiful this morning to see the Las Vegas Strip glowing down. Where am I at? I'm on Sahara with the sun coming up and just going down the empty roads, and to see the skeletons of the Strip. The skeletons of the Strip. That should have been for Halloween, but I don't know if you can see the skeletons of the Las Vegas Strip rising up. Out on the street, took my time, took my chances. You know, that's what it's gonna be like, bro. Take your chances at being a different version of yourself. If we are to spend our whole lives to understand ourselves, to have an understanding inside of yourself is crucial. Did they change that? Damn, that dispensary didn't last long. Went from chewing my ass out for fucking posting about the banner I built for them until now they ain't even around no more. Things change, our moods change. You know, we get so myopic. We're only one-sided on how we're feeling and what's going on with us. We don't get to see that real changes around the corner. You know, we're mad now, but we might not be mad later. And the way that we let off our tea kettle of narcissism, of making the other person feel what we feel, we don't ever get a chance to understand our own feelings. We just start sharing it with people and, you know, almost feel entitled that they deserve to hear our bullshit. And like one of the ones most eloquently, Miss Britt actually told me, it's like, no one has to go through the same shit. It's almost like we appreciate the value of somebody that doesn't share their shit. And that's a very cool thing for someone to just be like, you know what, life sucks, but I'm not gonna make it worse. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna add to your bullshit. I'm here to help. I'm here to make it smooth, you know? And that's what I wanted people to have, is some kind of smoothness, especially inside of their hearts, inside of their lives, where they know that it's just not happening just to them, and that we deserve more than money, and we deserve to enjoy our time on this planet, and that we deserve to be around people that encourage us instead of discourage us, that enlighten us instead of demoralize us. And I've been a demoralizer. I'll be the first one here to admit it in the morning and be like, I've been grumpy, and I'll be like, bitch, don't be this way, da 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 da. And people, they might stay away from you, but then they stay away from you. They see it and not tell it. They see that you can't compose yourself. I've lost my composure too much. I let words affect the warrior. I let these little scenarios change me when I was supposed to just be steady. And that's what I want out of life, you know. I don't want these extremes. I'm sure most people don't, you know. We want this kind of ease, and we talked about, you know, talk about comfort being a killer, but there's also a way for us to not make ourselves more chaos. And I don't know, a lot of people that get to do that is to ease on themselves, knowing that things aren't perfect, knowing that we're not built perfect. And in between birth and death, there's that ability for us to live. And it's not going to be a smooth thing. It's not this, it's not the way that the TVs and the movies portray it. It's not like that at all. It's a lot more violent and unpredictable than a movie scenario. You know, we always kind of think that these things are supposed to be, you know, similar. That our lives are supposed to, Ferrari Maserati store, that's what's up, bro. That our lives are supposed to follow a script. And it's perfectly imperfect. It's not able to, for us to, keep things as linear as we'd hope them to be. You know, things are very obtuse. They come from all different angles at all different times. It's not a predictable scenario. I mean, we even have tarot cards to make our lives a little bit more predictable. But unfortunately, there's no rule or law of the land that's going to keep things so straight. It'll be all over the place. One minute you're like, yeah, things are going really good, and then you might have some loss in your life, right? And I'm not just talking monetary loss, I'm talking actual loss of life. You know, everything we got on this planet is geared towards life, and then sometimes life likes to kick us in the balls. These are those conversations I have to have so that somebody who's affected by this stuff, when they're watching these shows, they're not just getting somebody that just goes, I don't know, what are the things that they say? Some young Pueblo, or, you know, one quick meme, and they're just like, yeah, everything's okay. I read a meme, and you're just like, well, you know, it's gonna take a little bit more than a meme to do this thing called our lives. You know, it's gonna take a little bit more than finger flicking on a screen to get us back on our thing. I don't know, man. You know, it's hard because you'll get under this comfortability, but we won't get on the stillness. You know, we want to be comfortable and we're sitting still, but we're not still inside of ourselves. Matter of fact, most of us are under a lot of stress and anxiety and not knowing it. It's almost like a misdiagnosis, you know. By the time you're snapping on somebody, you didn't go and go, you know what, my anxiety level's just way too high right now. I gotta calm myself down. You didn't probably talk to yourself like that. No, ma'am. No, sir. You probably said some crazy shit. You probably said some crazy shit to yourself and out loud and to someone else, and now it's out in the air. You know, it's not clear. You know, like, you know, let's clear the air. No, this is for people that we get convoluted. You know, we're trying to ourselves from the early mornings going like, yo, I need some coffee, I need something, you know, I need to get this act right out of me. These are the things that make me feel instantly comfortable. So again, you know, we might go back to the bed, we might get that coffee, we want to get our minds right, we want to get it right in our heads, and what ends up happening is we aren't doing anything at the all. What is this dude's got a backpack in his, he's going to school. It's Saturday, probably going to work. And to quiet the demons, dude, you know, exercise the demons humans, give those things, instead of your loved ones, giving them the riot act and giving them the business. I'm talking about living within us, living in a situation where you're like, I'm not going to participate in that anymore. I'm not going to bite into an argument with the same individual. I'm not going to respond the way they even hope me to respond. I'm going to be able to take whatever is thrown at me and swallow it by myself, within myself, and figure it out inside of myself. That's going to be a tough one, to have that kind of awareness and wherewithal for us to be like, you know, probably get some gas. What's the gas price like? No, bro. Maybe I get some gas. That's just part of the life too. Let's live up in here. $4.85. Damn, that's the most expensive gas I've seen. I guess I'm not getting no gas here. Thanks for watching with me. But, you know, hey, you know, it's one of those things where we all live in a life that we want it to be better. Otherwise, we wouldn't just keep rising, you know? We wouldn't just keep shining. We'd have to fucking get into it and make it our own. And that's something that I live for. You know, I live for a situation where I always thought I could just, you know, shape my life. And for the most part, I have. You know, I said I wanted to have my own business. Boom, baby, boom. I'd love to sit here and tell you it's making 10 grand a month, just like my YouTube channel, and everything's just residual income, and I'm making 5 figures, 6 figures a month, and living my blessed life. I'm living my life, but I need to realize that it's blessed. How many of us do that? Talk about the pop pastor, bro. This is some reach, preach, and teach this morning. Is how many of us practice our blessings? You know, they want us to practice what we preach, but we don't practice what we're blessed with. We don't reach inside of ourselves and say, man, I live in a great city. I'm glad I have a car, you know, at least I got clothes. I was sitting there in my head and I'm like, why do people even wear clothes? You know, the girls are weighing in for the UFC fight and they have to stand behind the curtain. I mean, I guess they all got to stand behind the curtain, but that kind of thing is like, you wanted to see a human being instead of a sexual object. Let's keep it real. And a lot of us, we sexualize. Woman was saying that while we were interviewing her on the strip, that women are over-sexualized. It's like, yeah, can you see a woman or do you see a sex object? And that's a lot harder to see a human being, right? Than somebody that's just another person going through the motions, you know? I don't want to go through the motions. I think that this was the fucking have me all screwed up. And I don't want to just go through the motions. I want to feel the waves. You know, I want to be able to say, you know, I experienced this thing called life. And more than, I think that we're all going for experiences, but most of us, we rate them so much lower because we rate them on an indie scale. It's like, well, I'm not driving a Maserati, so I don't have that experience. But then we quelch or kill the blessing. This is such a beautiful view. We kill blessings, bro. I'm about to get hit out here. I don't know. Why does this dude get so fucking close? Like you don't have his own lane, or we're not in this together, or what's up? Some people, bro. Some people would rather, instead of control their lives, they'd rather control traffic. They'd rather control someone in traffic. And I was just like, wow. You know, we need more control over ourselves than our cars, bro. Your car is more cleaner than your soul right now. And it's just like, how many of us do that? How many of us put in that kind of effort into shit, right? Trying to be the shit instead of understanding our shit, you know? I don't know how many people flush their shits, but there's people that track their shits. They'll see what kind of color it is, how many, you know, how many movements, bowel movements they had, what's the stool color. There's a lot of that going on out there in the world. And I'm over here to say, you know, it doesn't have to be that way, bro. It doesn't have to be this black and white scenario. It has to be a full color, you know, like just like TV. When they first came out with TV, it was in full color, bro. And not a lot of us were wanted any other kind of TV. And now our lives are very similar to video games and CG and CGI. It's such a beautiful view. To be that way, bro. Like, okay, now I'm in this world where my video game looks almost like a fucking movie trailer. And definitely I'm watching everybody finger flake through their lives like it's a movie. Right? Like all of us trying to make it look like everything we do is shiny. And the truth of it is there's a lot of dirt on our cars and our souls, and we ain't even working on it. We'd rather just go someplace and pay for some more things to own instead of owning our own souls. And that's where the question starts this morning. Downtown Julie Brown. Downtown Julie Brown, really beautiful when it shines down here downtown, y'all. Vegas be shining. Vegas be shining, bro. Downtown Julie Brown. And a new day of gambling and sinning is upon us. You can almost see the mist over the valley. That's why I wanted to show this view this morning. This is Vegas, baby. This is the downtown Julie Brown. This is all of us looking to get to the light. Yes, blessed. Looking to be in the life. Yes, blessed. And looking to find the light. Yes, indeed. So that's what it's going to have to take for us to find the light within ourselves, is a little bit more self-examination and a little less comfort. And I don't know if anybody wants to do that. It's way easier to just say, let's stay comfortable, let's stay at ease. And the truth is it's like, it's never like that, bro. You know? It's never as easy as we want it to be. We'll have people in Lincoln Navigators with one of the biggest gas-guzzling SUVs go past my Prius and honk his horn because he's a little bit... It's like 4 free open lanes over here. Yeah, he's zipping in and out of traffic, riding people's asses. And it's like, is that you? Are you grinding on people because you didn't wake up early enough to fucking make it work? Are you that type of person? Or are you the type of person that has no road rage? I have never really had road rage. I've gotten a couple angries at people, and I've had to get out of the car a few times. But road rage is a motherfucker out here. It's like, it shows us how mindful we're being. Straight up. It's one of those things where it's just kind of crazy. It's like, you know, you can be as angry as you want to be, but it doesn't make it helpful. And that's what I'm trying to do, is get people to get inside of themselves, to get helpful, to get some help, for outside from a therapist or inside from resilience. There's got to be something inside of us where we can calm ourselves before we get out of pocket. Like I was telling my cousin, you know, he's like, what's happening? And it's that attitude where I'm willing to give up my peace at any moment when everybody's fighting for comfort, just to check people. And instead of checking myself or checking my oil or checking the smog, we're checking other people. Like, you know, can't wait to take offense. Can't wait to misunderstand. Can't wait to argue. Can't wait to yell. Can't wait to tell people what we really think and feel. And instead of coming from a spot of understanding and healing, we're ready to tell people about our trauma and drama. We're ready to tell people everything. Ouch, that little plastic thing just hit my car. And we're really conversations from the little girls, everything that's wrong in our lives. But it's really kind of hard to get people to sit there unless they're going through something that they can flex on. Like, I just made a bunch of money, I just got married, I'm having a baby. Those are some flexes. Of course you need to celebrate those. But the most conversations, what did he say? How did he say it? What did you send in the message? What happened in the text? We're digging for gold. We're digging for understanding inside of each other, right? We're looking for a world where instead of there's a melding and a melting together and an understanding, we're looking for what's separate. We're looking for what we don't have. We don't have our gratitude glasses. So it's almost like walking around the house without your glasses. You're going to stumble, hit your feet, curse when you pick the table. Motherfucker! You know, like, that's life. This is such a beautiful view. The Vegas Valley, baby. The Vegas Valley. And the sun rising on a Saturday. And we got the UFC fight tonight. and everybody's gonna go watch the fights and enjoy life, and that's what I wanted it to be like. I wanted to be on that level where people enjoy themselves without criticizing themselves, and not fill the time with the jealousy and the envy. You know, I mean, it's so easy to flip on these fucking phones and dive into someone else's life and say, oh, well, you know, well, they got this and they got that. That's why they got their happy. We're watching pre-programmed happy. We're watching people show us they're happy. But how many people have we seen depressed? The Robin Williams of the group smiling, doing movies. The, what's his face, Matt, whatever, the dude from Friends that just came out with his exclusive, you know, memoir talking about his addictions, you know. And I know it's a tough word, you know. I know addiction doesn't rub on you as well as obsession, you know. But a Saint's obsession sounds super gay, bro. And Saint's addiction doesn't even make sense. But, you know, when I'm saying Saint's addiction, you know, it was tough to be addicted to Saints. No, it was tough to be a saint with addictions. It's tough to admit the extreme dichotomies that are within me. This ability to be super friendly but super horny. This ability to be super eloquent and talk on this thing and then be a super asshole. I reserve the right to be the extremes, but also need to have control over those extremes, over the valves, you know. And I don't know how many people really are. So it's just really cool to see this whole Green Valley light up and all the morning dew on the streets. You got to see that. But, you know, that's what I want people to do, is to see themselves before they act like themselves or act like something that they're not. We're in that world where people are much rather pretend. They want you to believe. But all of us are struggling with money, you know? All of us feel a little insecure before we go out on dates or out in public. All of us are trying to adjust ourselves so we get back to our residual selves, that standard self that we send into life situations. That's what we're doing. We're like sending ourselves in and going, yo, hey, I feel really comfortable if I shut up and I'm around people. Instead of, I wonder how much comfortable I'd be if I had a +1 and started talking to people. I wonder how much at ease everybody in the elevator would be if I cracked a joke or if I started a small conversation. It doesn't even have to be hitting on someone. It could be as simple as making a compliment. We're this close to switching our outcomes. And that's why I have to talk about the dichotomy so much. I don't want anybody to lose like I've been losing, and I want everybody to win like I've been winning. And to get all the wins and none of the losses kind of makes no sense. You know, we wouldn't really appreciate it unless we had the experiences out there. The experiences out there that I wish I never went through, prison and abortion, straight up off of my top. I wish I never went through prison and abortion, straight up off of my top of my dome. But it's never left me alone. It's taught me more about myself. They say that all the time. Our demerits are teaching us more than our comforts. You know, I hope that you reach for those things. I really do. I hope that you reach inside yourself and you go, you know what? I want to shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to reach inside myself and rise up really high and shine a light inside me and let me know that I am alive, perfectly imperfect. I'm us all put together and shining like motherfuckers wish life was at. Over here at Saints Addiction, we keep it real, and we're on a mission to reach all the people on mental health and get them on a level where they can start dating, they can start developing and becoming the universal person that they're designed to be. There's something in the universe that gave us birth. If we're on this planet, I know a lot of us are thinking it's an obstacle course. It doesn't have to be. It could be an understanding, and we don't have to make it so hard anymore. We don't have to put boulders and rocks in front of potential lovers, and we don't have to put boulders and rocks in front of ourselves. And I know you know what I mean, because that's just what life is like. So, you know, as my phone's about to die, I hit my 30-minute mark. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever here in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you get that so you break the algorithm. We need to get information like this out there. There's so much of us that need the balance in our brains and in our lives, and it starts with us. So we can make a choice to just keep letting the little things and the even big things bleed through us, or we can go to the point where we go, this is part of us. This is part of my journey, and to wear all the smiles and frowns evenly, and know that this too shall pass, and whatever comes will have light shined upon it. So that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at in my life, and that's where I'm at in this show. Peace and love. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao, baby, beijos, and don't forget to go be free. Peace.